I completed the Syncro Link Festival with a custom stun deck, something I did not think I would be doing. As you can see, I got my badge, I got all the way to the end, and there's a reason I did this. So initially, I thought I was going to use my Sword Soul deck, and apparently a lot of other people had that idea, because what I was running into when I was playing Sword Soul is that I was running into kind of the hand trap minigame of where, like, oh, who has more hand traps, and it wasn't fun. It felt like I was just playing roulette with hand traps. So I went back and I cooked up this, and I think this is pretty cool, and I think it has some stun cards that I don't see usually used. There's some cards that can be used in stun decks that aren't too often seen. So first off, in terms of cards that you might not have seen before, or maybe you're not too familiar with, Labyrinth Archfiend is actually a Labyrinth card that no one plays. So you can see, and it's also an Archfiend card, which is pretty cool. But this was part of the Labyrinth archetype, but just no one plays it. And what happens is when you activate a normal trap, it can summon itself from the hand, and it can search a trap that can be activated when attack's declared. And that includes your Mirror Forces, both types, all types actually. And it also includes this card right here, Jelly Cannon. So sometimes when you summon Archfiend, you'll search this. That way when you attack, you can spin one of your opponent's monsters back to the deck. And also, this card can get huge, because you can see it gains attack for each normal trap with a different name in your graveyard. So that summons itself from the hand, big body. Of course, Lord of the Heavenly Prison was unbanned, also summons itself from the hand, searches a spell trap. Typically, since there are no pot cards legal in this event, you will search your Lost Wind, because everything else, if you search with Lord, it goes away, it banishes itself, and all these cards aren't really useful to activate on your turn except Lost Wind. Because of that, I was actually debating putting Jar of Greed at 1 copy in this deck so I could at least search that, but I decided it wasn't worth it. This card was amazing. Justice Bringer negates a special summon monster your opponent has. Super easy. Negate, just you can normal summon it. Get backed up by all of your spell and trap cards. It's amazing. This card is pretty absurd because it's pretty much a Fossil Dyna in a way, but worse. Can't summon monsters with 800 or more attack. Normal summon this. Equip the Moon Mirror Shield. A lot of times that just destroys other people's decks. We have Banisher of Radiance as another card that we can just mock. It's Macrocosmos on legs. Pretty decent tech. Can lock people out of the game that way. Other than that, we have 2 copies of Laybridge, 3 Duruma Karma Cannon, 2 Draco Utopian Aura, I'm sorry. This is great for stalling if you have really good Floodgate monsters on the field, but you want to protect them, you can use Wall of Revealing Light. 1 Crackdown, because why not? And yeah, that's pretty much it. The extra deck didn't really come up too much, but we have Blackluster Soldier of Chaos, a Royal Rare I pulled, by the way, and Donner Dagger for Hire is really the only thing you're going to use. And I suppose you could go into that. We have Pit Knight early. None of these really came up, but I had fun with this. I'll get into the replays, and yeah, see you then. Okay, I actually have a lot of replays saved for this, and you can see some cards I was playing that I took out. So at this point, I'm playing Terrors of the Overroot and Get Out. 2 tech cards you can add in if you want to. I took Get Out because I wasn't using it too often. Not too sure why I took Terrors out. Maybe went for something more high impact. But you see I'm already using Terrors here. They activate a field spell, I can swap it out. So Terrors can swap any 2 cards on the field, it's really good. They pitch into Beer. I did not summon my Labyrinth Archfiend, which was a mistake, because now they ended their turn, and I could have maybe got damage in. Moon Mirror Shield, useless for me here. Set a card. That Terrors put in work, oh my goodness, it ended their whole turn. But I do have Torrential. So we're going to do 2. Gonna keep doing their Dragon Link shenanigans. Yeah, the Link Syncro Festival I thought it was pretty neat that I could climb with a deck like this. I originally thought I was gonna play Sword Soul, but when the festival just started, everyone was playing Sword Soul, and I don't like the mirror match. I summoned Archfiend there, search a trap from the deck, they roll out. Next game! Next up we have a Blue Eyes opponent. Very nice hand, you'll love to see it. We'll go in first, set 3. Archfiend in hand so we can search something, get a big body on field so we can deal damage. So far, liking this. They're going to try to do Blue Eye shenanigans. I'm just going to take that because I don't want to attack into it and give them a Blue Eye summon. And since they're a Brick Eyes deck, that's all they got. Crackdown, putting in work. Draw another Archfiend. Very nice. Attack. Attack. Waybridge is kind of dead here. I've definitely considered taking Waybridge out many times. He's gonna summon a guy, do his blue eyes shenanigans, but I can negate it because it's special summoned. Drew him a Karma Cannon because I don't want him to do any nonsense, and I want to get a trap in the grave, and I want to search this. Mirror Force. I believe this is before I went into Jelly Cannon, because Jelly Cannon would have been better. I was playing this guy for a bit. Time Tearing Morganite. The reason I took it out is because it was very terrible in this deck. We have 6 cards that summon from the hand, but in this scenario it worked out a bit. Just think about it, if I used that beforehand, both these guys would have been bricks. But in this scenario it worked out, which is why I originally had it. He's gonna try to do something. It was a special summon monster, we negate that. Very good card. Justice Springer is extremely good. Manager of the 10,000 hands. An oldie but a goodie. Still one of just the best ritual supports you can play, which is hilarious. He summons Blue Eyes Chaos Max, but we have the Storming, and we have Mirror Force. So, Mirror Force originally to get a... why did we chain Mirror Force? I had a reason. This card is... I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to clear space. Whoop. We reduced all our attacks to 0, which was not very nice of them. But we go into Mudcracker from the Underworld. We target the Archfiend. He's going to be huge because we have traps in our grave. 3,200 attack. Whoop, boom. I love Labyrinth Archfiend. Sometimes I try to sneak him in the Labyrinth decks, but he's just not the best. Next game. Up against Sword Soul this game. My cat was distracting me. It was meowing at me. And now you can see the busted combo. Yeah, they might have forgot to ban that card. Next game. Up against a Lightsworn opponent here. On what looks like 55 cards. Discard the late monster, draw 2 cards. Who do you discard? This guy? I used to love Lightsworn. Back when I was like playing Dueling Network as a kid. I actually had this deck in real life too. They had a structure deck I bought. My brother hated it. Okay, unfortunately this dude does not get the luckiest mills. Not exactly the best turn 1. He's gonna do things though. He still has chances. Another game where Get Out's dead. Activate Lord, set 3. Raiden's gonna send 2 from the top of the deck to the grave. No Judgment Dragon yet. He's gonna do things. Destroy all monsters on the field. Unfortunate. I had Torrential. Oh, that was my own effect. I wasn't paying attention. That was Torrential. I summon, search a trap, go with a Mirror Force. Dragon Ravine. He's gonna get Blue Eyes Alternate. No? Who the hell is that? Want some Blue Eyes support monster. Banishes my Mirror Force. Go Lord. Normal summon Justice Bringer. Again, if my 2 trap cards did something here, I would have had enough like attack points to hit over their monster. So, might be the game where I was debating taking these out. But I do get off a Waybridge after they destroy my monster. Search a Lost Wind. Very good search, because that's like the only thing I can actually use next turn. And Lost Wind's a permanent negate. That comes back once it's in the grave. Lost Wind's very good. Like, extremely good card. If you want to get, like, you can play this in like a modern Labyrinth deck and it would be fine. Lost Wind that. Permanent negate. Lost Wind comes back later. My monster is now big enough to hit over anything they can summon, really. And I got Durham, Destructive Durham Karma Cannon. A trap card I can actually do things with. They just send the dragon to their grave. Which, okay, sure. Summon a guy. Guy does a thing. Durham Karma Cannon. I go face down. Summon Lord. Flip. Attack. Attack. So pretty much they need a good top deck or they lose. Oh, they're still cooking. They get a token. Linkaribo. Lost Wind comes back. Not looking great for them. Main phase, battle phase. Tributes. Changes the attack to 0. Set wall of revealing light. And they'll leave. So yeah. This deck can outgrind a good bit. Probably the last replay I'll have here is up against Trickstar. I know they like to burn. I always thought this deck looked super cool. I thought it was nice how they could play a Cup of Ace, and it's just always a good thing for them. Sometimes, because they have a card that burns when you draw a card. What he's going to do is Trickstar nonsense. I'm not going to pretend like I understand what's going on. Love this card. I used this in the old Yu-Gi-Oh! GX game, Duel Academy. So fun. Made a burn deck and just never lost. Bro has debunked. Hint or Graveyard negate the activation. Did he just card Destruction me? No. What? Trickstar Reincarnation. Banish your opponent's entire hands! Oh my god. That's so annoying because I just activated Lord. But it's fine. I still get a set 4. He's going to try to do something. I'm going to activate Wave Bridge in response. I go Lost Wind. He's going to summon a thing. Oh my goodness. And then Dark Room. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. All the burn effects. The thing is, it's not fast enough to be relevant. It's like 200 at a time. Just going to flip that. Each time, yeah, I'm not special summoning a whole lot. Soul Levy's really interesting. I mean, maybe I should put that in runic decks. I have. I don't think I've ever seen them play it. Perhaps I'm not vigilant. Gonna go Karma Cannon, send that away. My turn. Draw. Another Lord. Kinda wish I had Karma Cannon. No. That way I could summon and get in for 6k, but it's okay. And yeah, this super cool Trickstar deck, but in a game of top decking, it seems like they kind of don't have enough here. Banisher Radiance, that's literally game. Why did I not summon that? Did it have an effect that prevents me from summoning it? And yeah, they're going to destroy a thing. Get rid of my last set card. Well, that's fine. Because I have Radiance, attack with Lord, come in, and that's it. So yeah, an example of this cool little stun deck I threw together. I thought it was neat. I did go back and I used some other deck to get the Synchroing requirements, but I was not trying to play the hand trap minigame. So if you're in the future and you want to not play the hand trap minigame too, maybe you can use the stun deck and it'll help you. Until then, yeah, that's about it. Bye!